Hi, my name's Joshua Bordelin, and I'm a contractor for Roof Tech Consulting and Construction. And I am here today at policyholder James Ratcliffe's home. Again, that is James Ratcliffe. His address is 56 Hilltop Circle in Grantville, Georgia. The zip code is 30220. Today's date is April 25th. 2025, and the time is roughly 2:17 p.m. The temperature is 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Mr. Ratcliffe's claim number is 0789526975. Again, that is 0789526975. And Mr. Ratcliffe has a wind claim, and he's got a lot of scattered wind damage and missing tabs and missing shingles all over the roof, and probably over 100 wind crease shingles, let alone from the missing tabs and missing shingles due to the wind damage. Allstate has approved a repair rather than a full replacement. There's no shade on this roof at any part of the day. It's an older 3-tab, therefore it's very brittle and has a lot of granule loss going on, especially on the front of the house where that's the south facing slope. So we're out here today to do a repair attempt on video. So we're doing a repairability video today. I want to ask Addison, if you would, to kind of show an overview of the house. That way they can confirm, if need be, that we are indeed at Mr. Ratcliffe's address. So, and if you would, kind of show this wind crease shingle here. I've chalked the one we're going to replace right here. You see that crease along the top there. All right. I will be using the roof snake per Allstate's requirements, and I want to ask you to please pay close attention to how little I lift these shingles. When I do this, it's always my goal to lift these shingles as little as possible. I always shoot to only lift it the length of the nail, because you have to at least lift it the length of the nail, right, so that you can get that nail out of there. And so yeah, I'll be using the roof snake to do that, to keep these bends under 45 degrees. So I can see from this keyhole here that this is the end of this shingle, so I'll be actually working this way. All right, so got to break this tab and these tabs here loose, and then these as well to get to these nails. So I'm going to get started. All right, and I always like to keep my hand on the shingle while I'm breaking it loose. That way I don't jar it by mistake and make that shingle pop up and bend up too high. All right, so let me get started. All right, on to the next. More. All right, come up here, get this one here. Last one. Okay, and then break this one's loose, break this one loose too. All right, now I'm going to begin prying the nails out. And again, please pay close attention to how little I lift these shingles. All right, I'm very, very cautious not to overlift them. Got my first nail out. And look at that, I'm only lifting it the length of the nail. Probably only about 20 degrees, if that. first row of nails, moving on to the second. That should be it. So I'm going to slide the bad shingle out. Nope, got one more. Right there. All right. There's the bad shingle. You can see that wind crease right there on the top. Toss that down. So I'll just put it right there. All right, let me go grab this other shingle. A lot of granules everywhere. It's real slippery up here from all this granule loss. All right. So here we go. And now I will use the roof snake as well to put the nails back in it. And that allows me to just barely lift those shingles only to the length of the nail to reinstall these nails. I'm going to go ahead and write new on this new shingle too, by the way. So, see, it's right there. There we go. All right, now I'm going to my second row of nails. All right. There we go. Look at all these granules right here coming loose on the roof just from the hammering. It's a strong sign of it not being repairable. right, here goes my last nail. All right, I want to, let's see here. Rewrite this new on here. Okay, Addison, if you would hand me the phone, please. All right, so you can see the new shingle there. And I'm going to point out these creases that I see here. So if you look at this one here, you can see that crease going right along the top there. It's just a straight line crease. So I'm going to mark that as damaged. You see it really good right here. Okay, now the next one, I want to show this crease as well. You can see it right here along the top, all the way across. All right, going on to the next one over right here. You can see it as well. See a crease, hard crease, all the way across the top here. That one's damaged also. And going right here. You can see this one creased as well. Right there, and it's really overcast today, and this is a black shingle, which makes it a little harder to see, but it's still very much visible. Right across there. All right, here's the next one. It too has creased. Right along the top, right above my finger. Right there, right in here, you can see it really good on this side here. All right. And then this one as well is creased. See it along the top here. All right, so I'm gonna mark that one as damaged. So, just gotta back up here and let you see it some more of an overview. So to replace this one shingle, we had to damage two, and I used the roof snake appropriately, and these shingles still creased on me, which proves to us that this roof is not repairable. So if I were to keep going, I'd then have to replace these two, and it would just continue to be a domino effect all the way up to the ridge. And there's well over 100 wind crease shingles and damaged shingles on this roof. And so, you know, this roof is not repairable. And the only way to bring this customer back to pre-loss condition would be to do a full roof replacement, since we cannot repair it. All right, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Bye.